super motivated English student! Welcome back! Yo soy Isabel de Amigos Ingleses, por si es la primera vez que nos vemos. En este vídeo voy a comprobar si tu inglés es más British o más American. And how on earth am I going to know that? Well, tenemos preparado un test súper divertido que no te puedes perder.
This sounds very exciting, but how
yes.
are we going to do this? I'm British, you're Spanish, she's from Mexico. We don't know any Americans around here. How are we going to do this?
And I've got a mobile phone. Voy a llamar ahora mismo a un profe de Estados Unidos. ¿Cómo? ¿Que no conoces Cambly todavía? ¿En serio? How is it possible? Cambly es una plataforma en la que puedes aprender inglés con profesores nativos las 24 horas del día, sin moverte de tu casa. Y todo lo que tienes que hacer es descargar la app, login, click, and voila!
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi, Daniel. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to call now. I'll try again in
All right, excellent.
3 minutes, okay?
Sure, yeah, that's
Bye. Oops. Sounds amazing, right? Well, don't just take my word for it. Pruébalo tú mismo en casa y me cuentas. Y es que Cambly me ha regalado una clase para todos los estudiantes de Amigos Ingleses, por si no lo has probado aún, para que hables 20 minutos con el profe que tú elijas, ahora mismo. Bueno, ahora mismo no, después del vídeo, ¿ok? Todo lo que necesitas es este código, Amigos Cambly, bájate la app, haces clic en menú, referral code, introduces tu código y listo, tienes tu clase. Alright, so, are you ready to find out?
I'm from the US, but I live in Tokyo. I'm from Minnesota.
All right.
So, very close to Canada.
Right, pay attention.
All right, we'll test it and see what happens.
Question number 1. I don't really feel like cooking. A. Shall we eat out? B. How about eating out? Which one would you choose?
I would say, how about eating out?
I would probably usually say, shall we eat out?
We use that in maybe official sounding conversations. I guess usually you would hear shall in a legal document. That would be the way I would think about it.
Okay, that's interesting because I use that word all the time.
Okay.
Shall we eat out? Shall we have a cup of tea?
Excuse me, there's a hole in your A. Tights, B. Pantyhose. Mine are fine.
People would use the word pantyhose. My mother used the word pantyhose, but maybe it's just kind of a regional thing, and maybe it's just kind of up to the individual.
And they were investing more money in pantyhose factories. Pantyhose factories.
Some superheroes wear tights.
Yes, superheroes almost always wear tights in the movies.
A. Oftentimes. B. Often. It's difficult for students to practice English. No, it's not. Not with Cambly. Right, which one would you choose?
I would use oftentimes if I'm starting a sentence with it.
Okay, interesting. Because as a British person, I would never use oftentimes.
Really?
So
Okay.
I just never use that word.
Interesting.
Awesome, guys. I love going out. On weekends, at weekends.
I love going out on weekends. And I can confidently say that I never say at weekends. That would sound very strange to me.
Yeah, okay, as a British person, we don't say on weekends. Always at the weekend or at weekends. Yeah.
Interesting. That's kind of a big difference, isn't it? I think that would sound very strange if you heard somebody say on the weekend instead of at the weekend. And I would think it's very strange if I heard at the weekend.
Oh, this is a good one. My birthday is on the 9th of December. December the 9th.
my birthday is on December 9th. So I would never say 9th December. Is that what you would say?
Yeah, in Britain we would say on the 9th of December. My birthday is on the 9th of December.
Oh, that's interesting.
Jordan, when is your birthday?
My birthday is February 19th. Oh, so I didn't even say on. I left the on out of it.
Oh, okay.
So it's usually I would say my birthday is February 19th.
It's so hard to work from home when you have children. A, I totally understand what you mean. B, I hear you. I hear you.
I think I would probably say I hear you. But if I was very passionate, if it was something that was very close to me, I would say I totally understand what you mean. But I think that would be a little bit too intense for many situations.
I would use I totally understand what you mean. Probably. But I could also just say I know what you mean. But I would never use I hear you. I've never used that phrase, but I have heard it from Americans.
Are you ready for more? I got an A in my English exam. A, brilliant. B, sweet.
I would not say brilliant. I would say sweet. You have the California cliche kind of thing. The very, very laid back, maybe the surfer type guy.
Yeah, I would say brilliant.
I think that's exactly how I would expect a British person to react based on things that I've seen in the movies and just kind of the stereotypical British speech. For us, that would sound very, very fancy for us, very Ivy League.
Okay. It's very common in the UK to say, oh, it was absolutely brilliant. That film was absolutely brilliant. Do you use this word sweet? Do you use it?
I use sweet very often, yes.
You live in central London. A, right? B, don't you?
I would use don't you if I already knew the answer and I was already expecting a yes. And I would maybe use right if I was a little bit less sure.
Okay.
But there's a lot of overlap and you could use them both interchangeably.
Okay.
Which would you use?
I think I would use don't you more than right. Yeah, I don't use right at all, really.
Is Richard late again? He must have A, got lost, B, gotten lost.
So I would say he must have gotten lost. Which one would you say?
I would say he must have got lost.
Okay. And would you ever say the word gotten?
No, I wouldn't use that.
I spilled wine on his shirt. By accident or on accident.
That's a good one too. I would usually say on accident.
Interesting.
But it would not be strange if somebody said by accident.
Okay. I would always say by accident or on purpose.
How's it going? A, dude. B, mate. How's it going, dude? How's it going, mate? What would you say?
So we would almost always say dude, or man, or it really depends on the relationship. There's lots of things we could put in there, but mate is something that we probably would never put unless we were trying to do a British accent or an Australian accent. And mate is used in a lot of different contexts in British English, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. So it just means friend. You could say, for example, I'm going to a football match with some mates.
I've got one more. Look, When I say no talking, I mean no talking. Full stop. Period.
Period. I would never say full stop, and I've never used that. I don't think I've ever heard that.
Okay, that's interesting. Because in the UK, we always say full stop. And that's the end of it. End of story. I don't want to hear any more about it. Full stop.
I'm intimidated already. It's very intense. Full stop. I like that. Maybe I'll have to try that sometime when I'm yelling at somebody. I'll say full stop and see how they react to it. Maybe it will get my point across better.
And that's the end of the show. Ahora, la parte crucial, y es que voy a sortear una clase de 1 hora en Cambly entre todos vosotros, y lo único que tenéis que hacer es dejarme aquí debajo un comentario diciéndome cuál ha sido el resultado de tu test. Si tu inglés tiende más a British o tiende más a Yankee. Yankee. ¿Cómo se pronuncia, Philip? Yankee. American. Yankee. Bueno, pues ya has visto que no hay excusas para no hablar inglés, así que prueba Cambly. Con Cambly puedes obtener un paquete de clases mensuales e ir a clase con un profesor nativo de manera totalmente flexible, el día que tú elijas, a la hora que quieras y al instante, sin necesidad de reservar. Aunque si eres como Mr. Bartlett, que tienes rutinas muy estrictas, como el té a las 5 de la tarde, a las 5 en punto, 5 p.m. sharp, también puedes reservar tu clase a la hora que tú prefieras y además elegir a un profesor en concreto que te guste. Nos vemos la semana que viene en Amigos Ingleses. Take care. ¡Mua! I hear you. I hear you. ¿Cómo lo dirías? I hear you. Did you give this video a like? Yeah?